So, all right. So what other coins are going to make us money, you reckon? Oh, have you heard of Ooki?
Ooki?
Ooki.
No, I haven't, man. Type it in.
ooki.com.
Is that 3 cents right now? Wow.
Yeah, 3 cents. That's the one. Yep, Ooki Protocol. So this one here, basically you can do leverage trading without any KYC. I think that's freaking mind-blowing, man. So like, you know how like Binance is banned in the United States, also banned in Australia for leverage trading, futures trading. You can get leverage like up to like 15x on this platform. It's completely decentralized. That's what I love about Ooki, man. And you just connect it up with MetaMask and away you freaking go. So good.
Yeah, man. MetaMask airdrop is supposed to be the best airdrop.
Yes, ever. MetaMask coming up with their own token too, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm surprised they didn't lead with that. Could you imagine of getting in? I mean, it's gonna probably blow up, of course, because MetaMask is huge. But could you imagine, like, because that's exactly like what Crosswallet is doing right now. They're having their token come out, which is out already, and then they're gonna have the launch of their app. And if it does even anything like MetaMask, dear God, I guarantee you it's going to freaking explode. It is going to explode.
I need to get into this because everyone's freaking using MetaMask, right? Literally everyone in NFT is using MetaMask.
Not me. I fucking can't stand MetaMask.
Use Trust Wallet.
I use it now. Yeah. I use it now, but like if I could use when Crosswallet comes out, that's what I'm going to use. But like MetaMask is just like, I'm like, I transfer money and then I'm like,
I don't get that.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I look at other people and they're using it and it works for them. I had 500 die in my stuff, and I guess I didn't have Ethereum for the gas fees, but it still allowed me to send it, and then the money was gone, and I'm like, I just lost $500, and that was like the third time. Like I didn't learn my lesson the first 2 times. I've probably allocated over $2,800 to God knows where, and it's just held somewhere. And apparently, some people are like, "Oh, you can get it back." I'm like, "Fucking, how do I get it back?" Who do I miss?
Who do I call?
Even with Nexo Wallet, like they're holding. I think Nexo Wallet is good. I love Nexo Wallet, but I'm used to sending BNB without a memo. And this whole setup I have a freaking massive setup. It's beautiful. It's like $11,000. It was going to be like $15,000, $16,000 originally for this whole thing, but I had to cut my costs down because I spent too much money. I sent a shitload of BNB to Nexo, and I didn't put a memo on it because I'm an idiot and I got ahead of myself. I'm just excited, man. I feel like a little kid on Christmas Eve, you know, when you got all these presents under your tree, that's how I felt. I'm impatient and I just rushed it and I ended up sending the token without a memo. A memo. Sure. So I didn't receive the funds, but I filed a ticket. They got back to me like a week later as I'm like twiddling my thumbs and like having asthma attacks. And then they're saying, oh yeah, look, we're going to get you your money back. It's going to get to your account. And I'm like, okay, well, how long is it going to take? 3 to 6 months. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, that's hella suspect. But I was reading, Reddit? And some people have gotten their money back already. And apparently it's a real thing. And we'll see if they don't pay me, man, it's whatever, man. You live and you learn. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. And I have full faith exactly where my money is.
There's so much there's so much room for improvement in crypto and once those optimizations come in, that's when the mass adoption is going to come through. Let's be honest, Trust Wallet, as easy as you think it is still kind of in the same camp as MetaMask, really. And at the end of the day,
I've done the same thing. I've sent shit. I don't even like, I've lost probably, I want to say at least around 2,000.
Yeah, that's something. What I was going to say. 2,000, 3,000. I'm the same. And it's just part of the learning experience, right?
That was the first platform I lost money on. And I think I sat there for almost 4 to 5 hours refreshing, like every now and then, like paying attention to it. And it
screws you over.
It had my attention. Yeah. And that was when I didn't have any money. And that was like, I think it was like $800 or something. And I was like, it'll be there. I went to sleep. I'm like, it'll just be there when I wake up. And it wasn't. And I'm like, it'll come in a couple hours because it says it was successful according to the thing. And I'm like, just all pip, you know, just nice and happy. Like it's just delayed. It's crypto. And then when I realized it wasn't going to be there, I was like, oh, I've messed up. And then I just like, I'm so cautious now. So when I get business, when I work with companies and they're like, hey, let's do business. So we're going to send this to your MetaMask. I'm like, okay, look, can we just do this instead?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. The experience in crypto world is so different. I think that's for sure. You know, some people get hacked. I don't understand how that happens. Freaking, I've never been hacked.
Likewise, I'm lost when people say that type of thing. Like, oh, I got hacked. I'm like, damn, you just got to be smart with it. Like, why would you like willingly give? I mean, I'm sorry. There's someone that probably may watch this and that was scammed. And it's like when someone messages you,
just give me your login and I'll fix it for you.
What? Okay, yeah, here you go. Like, what the?
Why
would you do that?
I mean, do you also get like imposters from people who are like?
Oh, I mean, I get messages. You already know. Like, we both get scammed spams. Like, and I tell people straight up, like, I'll get messages from people that say they were scammed and they want me to pay. And I'm like, why would you even text that?
Oh, dude, people do that. They haven't done that to me yet, but
no, honestly, it's, how do I say it? It's oh man, it's messed up to say this, but like, your mind has to be in a specific position for you to be finessed like that. Like, I worked at a bank and I had an older woman come in who was in her 50s, and I still can't believe like how she put this much trust into it. But she was cashing a check for like $5,600, and when I was reading the check, I realized like this looks like it could be a scam. And I looked at her other transactions, and she was in the other day cashing a check for like $7,000. And the thing is, it was cashed by one of the senior workers. Like, they've been there for a long time. So I'm surprised they didn't even catch it. But usually we put a hold, but if she has enough funds to cover it, then they let it go. But when I looked at it, I just asked her, I said, like, what is this for? And she said, that's private. And I said, look, I'm only asking because it's my job to make sure you're not getting scammed. So I want to ask so I can notate the account. And she told me it was from her boyfriend on Instagram, who's 22 years old, and she's never met him. And it's like, I had a nose for it. And after I talked to her, and she's like, he loves me. And I'm like, have you ever talked to this guy in person, like over the phone, like FaceTime? She's like, no. And I'm like, why would you? Like, I couldn't fathom how she got from point A to B.
Or in this case, point A to Z, really, like just gone full blown.
Yeah. And she literally she cashed the first check and sent him the money, like through like the mail. Crazy. I was like, damn, I know, man. I'm still shook. Like, how does that happen? And then, so, I mean, that's the people that we're living with. And it's, I guess at the end of the day, it is our jobs to try to, elevate them to get them like-minded like us. But at the same time, it's like, we're asserting ourselves in these positions as if we're better than them. And it's like, we're all on the same side. All we're trying to do is help people, and people just want to put their ego in it.
Exactly right. Actually, your story there reminded me of something. Because in crypto, this kind of stuff happens all the time. And so there's this project called Lossless, right, which I've been covering as well. Lossless is freaking great, man. They protect crypto projects from attacks. And so all these new initial DEX offering projects are going to be using the code provided by Lossless, and it's going to protect so much funds. So it basically sniffs out all these like bad looking transactions, right? And just freezes them. And it's done really well. If you look at the graph, it looks kind of like Floki.
You see that sounds great, but then I just see people getting finessed somehow.
True.
To a degree. Like, imagine like you're not even doing anything suspicious.
But this one here, I think the code is very, very smart. It's extremely smart. I've actually had a chat with the team as well, and they go through specific examples where I'm like, okay, that's why I thought, getting finesse on this would be, quite a bit of time away, that there'll be a genuine battle between the finessers and then this project as well, which is very interesting. So it'll be interesting to see how this project goes. But I've got huge hopes for Lossless myself. It's gonna be pretty good. So, man, what's your sort of plan coming up in 2022 in terms of your content? Like, how do you plan to grow as an influencer, a KOL in this space?
To be honest, like, I love creating content, and I only want to take on projects that I know are worth taking on. I see a lot of influencers, they'll scramble for anything and everything. And at the same time, I feel that way, but I feel like once you butcher your audience once, it kind of, I don't want to change my perception. So I want to keep giving them this, these positive vibes. And I'm still sticking strong with XRP, but I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, trying to just, keep my head down going forward, and, just keep on preaching about whatever projects I feel like will help us make money. And honestly, if I make it, I know I'm going to talk about what I'm doing, which will help other people make
exactly
it.
Right.
So
I do sense that in your account as well. There's a pretty good following. When I say good following, not necessarily by quantity, but definitely by quality. People love your shit, man.
I think at the end of the day, your network is your net worth. So depending on how big your network is, but at the same time, like, the biggest thing I can say is it's not how many people you know, it's how well you know them, or how well they know you, I should say.
Exactly right, man. All right, man. Thanks for your time, man. Really appreciate it. What do they say in the island? Mahalo.
Mahalo nui loa.
Mahalo, cuz.
Mahalo, cuz.